channel, and in today's video I'll be making this jasmine flower gajra. So this usually we use, like a lot of women use it here in South India on their hair for any function, or even like that also, like they always have this gajra on their hair, and it's made with jasmine flower, and it gives a really beautiful smell when you pass by, and the hair smells really good and fresh with these jasmine flowers. So sometimes what happens is you're in a hurry and you don't have the flowers, so it's better to have sometime artificial as well. So I made this kajra using yarn from the local market that I bought in wholesale. So I made this with that, and there are many ways you can use it, style this. I will add few pictures as well in the video. To style, you can either use these bridal gajra bun pins that you get, these U pins, plain ones also you can get, or you can get these beads one, to add a little more nice look, like a professional look. You can even add these. So to make this, I made with yarn, using this yarn that I got from the market. I made with the yarn, and now I'm making one with anchor thread, 50-gram mercerized cotton yarn. I have green and white, so I'll be using these. You need a darning tapestry needle, and since I'm using thread, so I'm taking smaller size hook. If you want your gajra to be, the flowers to be more big and fat and thick, you can use a bigger, thicker needle, or you can, if you want them small, you need a smaller hook size. So for the thread, I'll be using this 3mm crochet hook, and I'll be using either this blue or the red one. I think I'll be using the blue one, that is 2.5mm hook. Later on I'll let you know why the smaller hook. So we'll be starting with the green yarn, thread. First we'll just take out some nice length of thread. We are done, and we are going to chain in multiples of 2. So this one I had used 60 plus 1 number of chain. So in this also I think I'll use the same, because the length is perfect of that gajra. It's not too big. Not if your hair is thick, you go for more chain, but you have thin hair like me, not very thick hair, I think 60 chain does justice. So we will chain 60 multiples of 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Usually what I do when I have to chain like this huge numbers, so after on every 10th chain I put a stitch marker. So if here I put a stitch marker, then when I chain 20, then on the 20th chain I'll add a stitch marker, so that I count how many stitch markers are there, like 1, 2. So like I count 10, 20, so I do exact how many chains are done. If you have to get up in the middle and any emergency, so you can always add those number of chains. So go ahead and add 60 chains, and I'll meet you there. So I'm done with 60 chain, and I'm going to plus 1. Now I'm going to make a half double crochet. So I go to yarn over, and in the third chain from the hook, so this is 1, 2, 3, and in the third chain I'm going to make a half double crochet. So insert your hook in the chain, yarn over and pull. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all the 3. So that's a first half double crochet. You do once more, yarn over, insert your hook in the next chain, yarn over and pull. You have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all the 3 loops. So this is our second half double crochet. So continue making half double crochet till the last chain, and I'll meet you at the end. So I finished doing my last half double crochet in the last chain, and I'm going to chain one and fasten off. Okay. Now the first half double crochet, that is this one here, this is our first half double crochet. Now we are going to add the white yarn in this space, in this stitch, the first half double crochet that we made. So I'm going to tie a knot. Okay, and now we are going to start using the white thread. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make 4 double crochets in the stitch. So I'm going to yarn over. So yarn over, insert your hook at the same stitch, yarn over and pull. Yeah, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is our first double crochet. Now add 3 more. This is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. So we're going to make a popcorn stitch. So what you do is, now you leave and you remove your hook. If you want, you can use the same hook, or you can take a smaller hook number, and the third chain on top here, you're going to insert your hook, and you're going to insert your hook through that loop and pull tight and pull it through that chain, and I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is our popcorn stitch and also our first flower, the Jasmine flower. Once chain 3, pull up a loop and insert the previous hook that you were using, and you'll go in the same stitch, here in this hole, and I'm going to make a slip stitch. So I'm going to go in there and make a slip stitch. Okay, once you're done that, make sure you're holding this white thread along. I will go in the next stitch and I'm going to make a slip stitch. Go in the next stitch, make a slip stitch. Now we'll make the second flower. So 1, chain 3 and make 4 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'm going to repeat the same. We're going to pull up a loop and we'll take the smaller hook and insert it at the third chain on the hook, and we're going to pull the loop from behind. Oh god. Be very careful because sometimes this can be really tricky. So we'll put it at the third chain and pull this loop from behind and close using 1, 2 and 3 chain. Now I'm going to use a previous hook and slip stitch in the same space. So we're going to go in that same space and we're going to make a slip stitch. Then we're going to go the next stitch and make a slip stitch. After every fly you're going to make 2 slip stitches. This is the second one. Now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and since this is hidden enough, if you want you can cut it off, so I'm cutting it now. I don't need it. So J3 again I'm going to go in and make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to insert a hook in the third chain. I'm going to pull a loop. Chain 3. Sorry, it's going out of focus. And now we are going to slip stitch in the same stitch. Slip stitch in the same stitch, and the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So continue doing the same. Chain 3, 4 double crochets, pull up a loop and make your popcorn stitch. Slip that chain 3, slip stitch in the same space, slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, and again over here make a popcorn stitch like how we have done over here. Okay. So this top row is full popcorn stitches till the end. So continue doing this till the end, and I'll show you what to do from there. So I finished my row. This it's going to curl up and all, so it's okay, later on we can straighten it out. So I finished with my second slip stitch on the last stitch. We're not going to do anything over here. If you want, you can make your puff stitch, but then to do the next 2 slip stitches it may be a little confusing. So anyways, now we are going to make this same popcorn stitches on this side of the chain. You can see these small holes. These are the chain stitches where we will be making our popcorn stitches over here. It's going out of focus, 1 sec. So these small chains you can see here, 1, 2, get it focus. So here we'll be making all our popcorn stitches. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this side, and I'm not doing in the first chain, but I'm going in the second chain, and I'm going to make a slip stitch. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and continue doing the same. When you are making these popcorn stitches, when you're working on them, make sure that you take this thread along and hide it and do your work. Cover it up and work your popcorn stitches so these threads get hidden. So we've chained 3. Now I'm going to make 4 double crochets in the same stitch. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once we pull up the loop, we are going to insert a hook in the third chain, and I'm going to pull this loop, chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now this chain 3, we're going to make a slip stitch in the same stitch. So we're going to make a slip stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch in the next 2 chains. That's 1. Now I'm going to the next chain and we'll make another slip stitch. Now again we'll chain 3 and do the same 4 double crochet in the same stitch. Make your popcorn stitch, chain 3, slip stitch in the same stitch as slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, and continue doing the same till the end, and I'll meet you at the end. So you can see I have finished the thread one. I slip stitched in the last over here, fastened off, and here's the wool. So you can see both look very pretty, and I hope you find my tutorial easy and easy to follow. I'll be coming up with the bow, hair, accessory, crochet, some floral things for weddings and all. So I'll just show you how do you put it in your hair. You just make your normal bun, okay, and then you put the pin just anywhere you can put the pin. Then you take this like this, round the bun on your hair, and then just put it in some other hole and fix it in your hair. So just give it around my hand like this. So you just put it round. Now if you want to have it open, you can just take it anywhere in the middle, and when you make a half updo of your hair, you can put this even in that. It will look very pretty. Just shove it, pull it through some holes, and then you just put it like this in the hair, so this will fall like that. And if you want it like longer, then you take one of this, and just imagine that this is also thread one only, and just for a tutorial. And then you take both these together and put it in your hair, so it will leave it come like this long. I'll upload some pictures with these. So I hope you liked my video and it was easy to follow, and make sure you let me know in the comment section how you liked my video, so I can come up with more exciting videos. Till don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Till then, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.